Josh Brown recently talked about Starbucks as one of the best stocks in the market. Today, he has named it the best chart in the S&P right now. Tell us more.
So I want to be clear what I mean by that. The actual best chart in the S&P right now is Altria, if you look at PM. But that thing is, you missed it. It went vertical. It looks like the Empire State Building. RSI is in the 80s. It's the most overbought name on my list. This is the one that could do that. Not saying will. Starbucks right now has an incredible setup. Obviously, I like the fundamentals here, but just purely from a technical standpoint, this thing looks coiled, and I think the next move is a break above. Patty, give me that 3-year chart. Guys, look at this. Back in May of 2023, which is almost 2 full years ago, is when this chart peaked out, and it peaked below the prior highs set back in 2021. It failed. It spent almost 2 full years consolidating. Now we could be off to the races. The stock is up 24% year to date. It is the 6th best performing stock in the S&P 500 this year. Just reported a kitchen sink quarter. It's actually it's up in a tape where the XLY is negative on the year. It's 10% below all-time highs. There's no real resistance here once it breaks 114, all the way up to like 125, 126. That should be the next stop, and then maybe it needs some time before it can break above there. One of the crucial problems with the stock, in addition to what you all already know, is the China overhang. They are getting beaten up by Luckin and other local chains in China. There's a catalyst on the horizon where, and executives have just flown to China recently to try to figure out a sale. They're going to sell a big chunk of this to a local Chinese operator, big company in China. And I think that should alleviate some of the stress of those sales declining in their second biggest market. And if that's the catalyst, so be it. But I think we're going to get a breakout here, and I'm staying long.
The other one you like, which is added to the best stocks in the market list this week, in fact, new, is, well, there are 2 names, but first McDonald's, which is been green in a pretty, I don't know, uneven tape, I guess.
Pay attention to the up stocks right now. This is one of the areas, look, I agree with like 95% of what Jim and Jenny say about their investment process. So where I deviate from them the most is that I really care about price a lot. And I think the market is smart. I'm not someone that's looking for like, what's the stock that just went down 50% because the market's wrong. I'm saying like the sum total of all the people managing money have decided to be buying and accumulating McDonald's in a choppy tape. I believe that there's signal there, and I think that investors are smart. So this is an RSI of 66, which means it's up, there's momentum, but it's not overbought. It's about 3% below its 52-week high. It could take that level out on one green day. This name is up 8% in the past month, where most stocks have struggled. And what's really interesting is Bill Gates, the Gates Foundation, which is a $42 billion pool of capital, just initiated a brand new position in McDonald's while selling down Microsoft and selling down Berkshire Hathaway. The Gates Foundation bought 334,900 shares at an estimated average cost of $297.40. That's right around here. It's about $100 million worth of stock. Not a big position in the context of a $42 billion pool of capital, which means that position could be more, not less.
Real quick, another one, ITW, that's Illinois Tool.
Yeah, this thing's going. ITW has an RSI of 58. It's above both moving averages, 50 and 200 day, 5% from a 52-week high. This is a dividend king. Most people don't even know what that is. Jenny knows. Not a dividend aristocrat, raising dividends for 25 years. A dividend king has been raising dividends consecutively every year for 50 years. There are only 53 of these in the entire U.S. stock market. Illinois Toolworks is one of them. 23 times trailing PE. Right sector, right time. I think this one breaks out as well.
All right, Jenny's getting to work on it as we speak. She's punching stuff up. We got to go. We got to go.